El Evangelio de hoy nos presenta a dos hombres que suben al templo a orar, uno fariseo y otro publicano. El fariseo se enorgullece de sus obras. El publicano, en cambio, se golpea el pecho y dice: «Oh Dios, ten piedad de mí, que soy un pecador». Y Jesús nos enseña algo fundamental. Fue el humilde quien regresó a su casa justificado. La humildad es la puerta del corazón de Dios. Cuando somos humildes, dejamos espacio para que la gracia actúe. Cuando somos orgullosos, llenamos ese espacio con nosotros mismos y Dios no puede entrar. El humilde reconoce que todo bien es un regalo y que toda gracia es inmerecida. En la segunda lectura, San Pablo nos muestra la vida de un discípulo fiel. He combatido el buen combate, he terminado la carrera, he guardado la fe. Su vida fue de disciplina y perseverancia. Pero su confianza no estaba en su fuerza, sino en el Señor que lo sostenía. Por eso podía decir: me está reservada la corona de justicia. La disciplina es el entrenamiento diario del amor. Significa presentarse incluso cuando cuesta, rezar cuando no se tienen ganas, servir cuando nadie lo nota. Nuestros monaguillos viven esta lección de manera concreta. Servir en el altar exige disciplina, aprender los movimientos, llegar a tiempo, estar atentos y reverentes. Pero sobre todo exige humildad, saber que no somos el centro, sino servidores del misterio sagrado. Y esto es la realidad para todos nosotros que venimos a las misas. Cada misa se convierte así en una escuela de humildad y disciplina, virtudes que nos preparan para la corona incorruptible. Cuando rezamos con fidelidad, imitamos a Cristo, que no vino para ser servido, sino para servir. Cada gesto, cada acción de amor, tal vez como encender una vela, portar la cruz, preparar el altar, quedarnos de rodillas, cada de estas es una forma de decir: Señor, te amo. Y ese amor vivido con humildad y disciplina forma el alma que un día recibirá la corona eterna. Pidamos hoy al Señor que nos haga humildes como el publicano, disciplinados como San Pablo y fieles como los monaguillos que sirven en silencio. Que también nosotros combatamos el buen combate, terminemos la carrera y recibamos la corona que no se marchita. Today's gospel brings us the parable of two men who went up to the temple to pray. One a Pharisee, the other a tax collector. The Pharisee stands tall, listing all his good deeds. The tax collector stands at a distance, beats his breast, and simply says, "O God, be merciful to me, a sinner." Jesus tells us something that should always stay with us. It was the humble man who went home justified. Humility is the door to God's heart. When we're humble, we make room for His grace to act. When we are proud, we fill that space with ourselves and God cannot enter. The humble person knows that every good thing is a gift and that every moment of grace is undeserved. St. Paul in the second reading gives us a picture of what a humble disciple looks like. He says, I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have kept the faith. Paul's life was one of discipline and perseverance. Yet his confidence was not in his own strength, but in the Lord who sustained him. That is why he could say, there is laid up for me the crown of righteousness. This crown is not for the proud or the perfect. It is for those who, despite weakness, stay faithful and keep running the race toward Christ. Discipline, then, is the daily training of love. It means showing up when it's hard, praying even when we don't feel like it, serving even when no one thanks us. For our altar servers, this lesson is lived out in a beautiful way. To serve at the altar requires discipline, learning the gestures, arriving on time, being attentive, reverent, and ready. But above all, it requires humility, to know that we are not the center of attention, but servants of the sacred mystery. And this is the reality for all of us as we come to Mass. We're not here to have the attention placed on us. We're here to fall to our knees before the sacred mystery. Every Mass becomes a practice of both humility and discipline, two virtues that prepare us for that imperishable crown. When we serve faithfully, we imitate Christ, who did not come to be served, but to serve. Each small act, lighting a candle, carrying the cross, preparing the altar, saying our prayers reverently, is a way of saying, Lord, I love you. And that love, lived with humility and discipline, forms the soul that one day will receive the eternal reward. So today, let us ask the Lord to make us humble like the tax collector, disciplined like St. Paul, and faithful like the altar servers who quietly honor God with their service. May we too fight the good fight, finish the race, and one day wear the crown that never fades.